Is I love you enough in a relationship? That's the topic of today's video. If you find that your marriage is in trouble, download our free marriage rescue handbook at hopeforoMyMarriage.com. Is I love you enough in a relationship? And what I want to deal with here is it's one thing to say I love you, it's a whole nother thing to live out I love you. Many times couples are willing to quickly say I love you because it's a conditioned response. It's the right thing to say. But love isn't just what's said, it's the actions behind it. One of the greatest chapters in the Bible is called the love chapter. And ultimately, what we find is love is patient, love is kind, love is gentle. At the end of the day, love does no harm. And what you find is a deeper love is actually very sacrificial. I will sacrifice my own gain and my own benefit at times to make sure that you are at your very best, that you are the very best you can be. And where this is really key, when we first get married, we don't always think about the days ahead down the road. 25, 30, 40 years from now, when we're different people, when physically we're different, mentally we might be different, time of life we're different. Now, let me just give you an illustration from my own marriage. My wife and I have been married for 33 years. We married after our first semester in college, meaning we were very young. We were 18 when we got married. We're now in our early 50s, and there are many things that have changed in life. Both of us have had back surgeries. Both of us have dealt with a lot of things that 33 years ago we weren't even thinking about. And so love and saying I love you has had to take on at times a more sacrificial nature. It's love when you're having to help your spouse get dressed and shower and accommodate them after a serious surgery or a serious health setback. Is not glamorous, it's not sexy, the sparks aren't flying, but that's really what love looks like. Love looks like carrying your spouse through really dark times. I can remember about 20 years ago, my wife went through a miscarriage of our fourth child, would have been our daughter. And the pain she went through, I couldn't fully understand. I couldn't fully appreciate. I just needed to be there. I needed to hold her. I needed to let her just cry. I needed to be with her in those dark moments. And there was nothing in it for me, but for the sake of her well-being. That's what I love you looked like. I remember her so vividly telling me, I don't need you to be my pastor now. I need you to be my husband and just to be here for me. And those roles have reversed. There have been times where there's nothing I could have given her in the moment, but for her to truly say I love you meant she just needed to be there and help me through my dark times as well. So anyway, just a few thoughts for you. Hope this helps. Talk to you again soon.